So here, oh, it didn't load. Bada bing, bada boom, where to go? I think it's Mr. Macro or Underfitted, depending on. Is it a play on words? Underfitted, like undefeated? Let's see, the opener, 12. That's just an SUV scout, right? No, Reaper. 2 Reaper. Alright. So, at the time this tells you that he's built a second unit and it's probably going to be a Reaper because this is too late for it not to be. Off the back of this, we're going into factory, so reactor, it's probably going to be Hellions, he's second in CC. He hasn't built a CC on the low ground. We didn't get a scout of it though, and he supply blocked, which is sick. So all really good stuff. I think that tells us all we need to know. It's going to be just a handful of Reapers because he is supply blocked. They were talking about this. I watched the Home Story Cup today, and they were talking about this. These things on the map, they make it look like units. It keeps tripping me up too. Getting Ling speed. Bunch of overlords. Drones, press the drone key, yes. There we go. We can see already the sacrifice that the Terran has made in order to get these Reapers out, and also getting supply blocked has hurt his economy already with like a 400 mineral deficit. And then the Zerg's just about to pump out another like 6 drones, so Queens will hold this easily. There's no committing here. This is just scouting basically. What we are going to see is a very different distribution of creep spread in this game. But we're going to be 1 gas for a lot of it. Are we back on gas? Yeah. No, we've got 1 on gas, judging from the numbers there. We've got Ling spread across the map. Fantastic stuff. We would have seen Hellions, just from the way that they attacked. Yeah, Hellions and a mine. Very odd. Supply blocked again, that's very nice. So it's going to be the 2 mines at the front. This is just going to be some weird bio. Maybe he might be more drop focused. How are we going for our vision for overlords? So this is good. This is good. They could even stand to be further out if you really wanted to. But what worries me is we've got nothing here, so they could come through the middle here, come down here and burn this when this is up, or even come all the way to here before you realise it and start burning Lings, or go into here. We have no vision really pushing past this. We should have an overlord probably here would peek and grab everything here, and this overlord here, just have him in the middle. If he dies, he dies. Like you gotta, what's that thing, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelette. We're droning up. We're getting our spores as well. We've got a huge eco lead. Look at that. 6 minutes, 50 drones. Everything's looking good. Got the 4th up. I would love to see us... Yeah, this is why. I would love to see us have just some Lings here. Like 2 Lings here and maybe another pair of Lings here. Just so when there is a move out, we catch it, because right now we're floating 11 lava, which could be really helping us if this is 22 Lings. 22 Lings versus this would be a much better fight than 6 Lings and 3 Roaches. And this is going to, as I said, like this is going to catch us because we didn't have vision here, right? This is going to catch us massively off guard. So luckily for us, he didn't come into here and just start pressuring the middle of the base. But this is very much going to catch us off guard. What did our gas go to? We didn't saturate that one. We didn't saturate all those. We've saturated this, but you know what I mean? Where's our gas? We got a lair, which we didn't get speed. Have we just put all? We've just gone for gas, probably a little bit too late. We're getting a really good scout here. We're seeing this is going to be like some sort of bio. We don't want to engage this until we have to. We can afford to lose the hatchery. Spore crawler is good, but I'd also love to see a spore crawler and some creep spread up here while this is happening, because if he wants to jump up the cliff, the roaches can't do anything about it. Perfectly fine there for the roaches. We have, yes, here we go. What are these called? We have transfusers here. We have heaps of queens. It's a nice, yep, that's great. Put the link, yes. Awesome. Transfuse. Oh, picking off the queen there was really brutal. I'm a bit sad we didn't have more. Because of all the pressure from the fight here, we have not made overlords. We keep making units, and it keeps giving us the impression that we aren't supply blocked, but we are supply blocked. Alright, he got the base. Awesome. Just remake it. For what it costs, almost even trades, but you're ahead in you've been ahead in workers, like a whole mineral base the entire time. Without killing workers, it really didn't do much. If you already had workers here and he kills the base, sure, that's a big hit, but it's not worth sacrificing what he sacrificed for it, I don't believe. I'd love to see the queens laying some creep before, yeah, there we go, before it all dies. Roach had to get in the way there, he couldn't help himself. We got overlords in a way, 6 overlords in a way, fantastic stuff. We're starting to get a lot of gas now, we're getting roach speed. Love to see us resaturate this. We're not very good with resaturating once we take drones off bases. Alright, do we see... No. I'd probably wait for... Yeah, Bane nest. I thought it was 2 evos, sorry. Probably get Bane speed and whatever upgrade you want, and then start making units. It's a shame that got such a good connection there. Transfuse. I just think this is a very scattered force. What he's got is just stim and combat shields. You've got a decent sized army. You've got queens here for support. The mines, although they're getting okay connections. The small amount of lings you're making are actually helping the mines, helping you survive the mines, because the roaches aren't copping the brunt of it. Beautiful stuff. Like, he's got nothing. He's not making workers. He's just like 2 base all inning. Right? It's 2 base. He's taking a third, but it's 2 base economy. So we've held basically like 3 attacks or 2 attacks, 2 major attacks. I would call this. We've held 2 major attacks from him. I think now's the time to really get into like a much higher drone count. Oh, I would have probably waited until the Ravagers were done, but just bile. Yep, tell them to bile. Beautiful, pull back. Drop changelings. If he's going to die anyway, drop changelings and send him across the map. We're supply blocked again into another supply block. And he's gone home. When the Terran leaves, you will, like, obviously feel free, it's your life, to chase the medevacs. If he loads into the medevacs, chase the medevacs with a Ling. So if he unloads, you'll see where he unloads. But also, whoa, we're going to see some actual overseer usage. Sick. I'm excited. You're a double supply. You could probably just run him over with roaches at this stage. 8 marauders, 21 marines, and 42 SCVs is not a good army. No, right? We were here. We saw the fucking 19 out of 16. Just grab the 3, take one off, in. That's it. Fix it while you're here. Don't wait and then fix it. Fix it while you're here. We get a pit. We haven't got a pit. We've got spores, but I mean, he's not really going for a heavy army that kind of way. We're almost maxed. We have like double his economy almost. Look, the mules are adding a lot to it. But we almost, like, on paper, we have double the economy and we have like double his army value. Just run him over. This doesn't, yeah, I think you're going to. The only problem is we need to make sure if we're trying to run him over, that we don't get run over in the back while it's happening. So here's his army. It's just not enough stuff here. And then he comes down here at the same time, trying to be a tricky Terran, doing Terran things. Gets absolutely blindsided by that. Also, we built drones to move down there, but we didn't just use the drones that were there. We're oversaturated. We've got a creep queen. I'm assuming it's a creep queen. We've got a creep queen hotkey that we just don't seem to use. I've noticed this in all the replays. We just don't seem to actually use it for anything. Double upgrades, sweet. So what are our upgrades? Just +1 melee. It's fine, it's what it is. Some of the best creep spread I've seen so far from you. We're maxed. We did see temporarily that his army is at home. That means we need to press the go button, and I'm praying that that's exactly what we do. I know the game ends soon, but I think that's exactly what's going to happen, right? Oh. Grab all the weird drones. Love the level of greed I'm seeing here. This is sick. Alright, how are we going to engage this? Pull everything back. Transfuse the queen. Fantastic. Trying to minimize losses before we start the fight. And then... Did we? We went across the map with these. We didn't use the changeling? Ah, we have. Sweet. So we see the changelings making Braxes. We can see these taking a third. And the changelings are probably going to tell... Hey, did the changelings tell us when he moved down? Or did we just miss it? You can kind of glimpse it here. If you check on the minimap, right, it looks like he sees the changeling, he attacks it, and then he instantly starts moving his army down. If we go slower, you'll see here that Marines come out to target it, and then they kind of move this way. And that is the start of the move out. It's a really subtle thing that you get a small bit of vision of at the end of when your changelings or your overlords and stuff die, but it can be game changing if you're noticing it. So where are we? During the quiet moments, we're fixing all our macro up, which is sick. I wish we'd have done it earlier, but we're still in a good spot. Again, we're back to where we were, sorry. Transfuse the queens, yes, don't let them die. Not for free, at least. Everybody counts. This is only, what, 2 tanks or something? 2 tanks. Heavy Marauder and Heavy Marine. But the amount of Lings you've got and how big your army is, there's nothing that he can do here. This is just a fucking over. Transfuse, best you can. Get the Lings in there. Yeah, that's it. Now you've got all those Lings. Send the Lings and the Queens. Bile, bile, bile. Yeah, we've got some medevacs as well. Please, no, we've got to be really careful of that. We've got to be careful of moving them off creep, because they will walk off the creep and they will keep going until they find a target, and they often get stuck and just die. A overlord up here, or overseer up here on hold position with these little creepy oversight thing would help us a lot here. We just overrun this. I love that we're getting a Viper too. What are we going to do with the Viper? We've got one abduct. It's not going to matter. I think he leaves, yeah. Insane race. Oh, mate. Oh, mate just... Oh, mate thought he would just deserve to win because he pressed the Terran button at the start of the game. It's crazy. It's weird because that looked like... That was going to be a more... Culture's not the word. A more capable Terran than it was. But the Reapers didn't really do anything. The first attack really didn't do anything. We're droning like mad. We're miles ahead. Like, that was a much cleaner game. Could the macro have been cleaner? Absolutely. Could we have avoided like 10 supply blocks? Absolutely we could have. Could we have spread creep better? Absolutely we could have, but there's still so much there that is good, and I think the Roach, Ravager, Ling, Bane did such a good job holding off this initial attack and just keeping him under pressure here, keeping your army in two separate groups, knowing he was probably going to multi-prong you from here and here at the same time. Terrans love that stuff. A very good game. Very good game, very easy game. I feel, I don't know if you were super stressed out by that, but that felt like that was going to be a really solid win, especially looking at the stats up here. Why are they so wounded still? I reckon they've been sitting in the medevacs. I reckon that's it from me. That's good. I'm very happy with this. You did well. Very good game. Not too much I can add to that, I don't think, except for what I already have. I think your greed is really... It's good. I think you're doing a really good job with it. It's just that they're like the upgrades and the creep spread. There's a lot of things we can tweak, but the initial greed is really strong, and it's obvious that just being greedy in those moments is winning you games almost entirely off that fact as well. You didn't even need to push into his base, but I would have loved when you had maxed out just some changelings to check where he is. If you see he's at home, you push out first and you kill him at home. You don't even give him the chance to come over to your side of the map and pretend that he's going to have a real fight with you, because he didn't have enough stuff. Good game. Well done.